You know, these guys got married here, right over there, years ago, not too long, a few years ago. And in the last couple of years, they took a trip down to the Philippines. And I don't know if anybody's heard this story or not, but it's a dandy. I'm going to be brief with it. But basically, they were swimming out in the water, and Scott was standing on a what are those things called? A coral reef. Standing on a coral reef, and he got bit by a sea urchin. I don't know if it's called bit, stung, jabbed. Anyway, he was in pretty rough shape, and this swelling wasn't going down, and the rest of the family had all disappeared for a picnic or something. So it was Scott and Sharon in the Philippines, and Sharon takes off after having looked up the information, finding out that white vinegar would help this sea urchin spike come out of Scott's foot. So she took off on her own in Verac, the city of Verac in the Philippines, and I don't know, she was running from place to place trying to explain what white vinegar, and she ended up on motorcycles tearing through the town. She eventually got this white vinegar, got back, tried it on Scott, and it basically worked and saved his life. That's her. Now, Scott, I've known all my life. Well, I know all his life. I've known him all his life. Is that the way? Yeah, all his life. I'm 12 years older than Scott, so I actually changed Scott's diapers. And really, the only thing I have to say about that, Scott, is lay off the strained peas. From here on out. Good old dirty jokes, you know, bathroom humor. We're really excited right now to have these two, Scott Ligon and Sharon Rutledge, to perform the music of Doc Watson. Let's give them a big country calendar show welcome, Scott and Sharon.
Hi, baby. I feel like I haven't seen you all night. How you feel?
Ready to have a drink with Sheila.
Well, Chris asked us to do to cover Doc Watson, which is kind of impossible. Doc didn't really write much. He just played better than everyone. And so it's kind of hard to decide what to do, but actually Sharon and I got a chance to see Doc Watson in about 2009, I think, at the Old Town School of Folk Music. And so we're going to do the two songs that really killed me that night. So that's what we're going to do here. Ready? Long about 18 and 25, I left Tennessee very much alive. I never would have made it through the Arkansas mud if I hadn't been riding on the Tennessee stuff. I had some trouble with my sweetheart's paw, and one of her brothers was a bad outlaw. I wrote a letter to my Uncle Bud, and I rode away on the Tennessee stud. The Tennessee stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee stud. I drifted on down into no man's land, across the river called the Rio Grande. I raced my horse with the Spaniard's foe till I got me a skin full of silver and gold. Tennessee. Pulled our guns and he fell with a thud, and I rode away on the Tennessee Stud. The Tennessee Stud was a long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud. I rode right back across Arkansas, and I whipped her brother and I whipped her pa. I found the girl with the golden hair, and she was a-riding on the Tennessee mare. Pretty little baby on the cabin floor, a little horse colt rolling around the door. I loved the girl with the golden hair, and the Tennessee Stud loved the Tennessee mare. The Tennessee Stud was long and lean, the color of the sun, and his eyes were green. He had the nerve and he had the blood, and there never was a horse like the Tennessee Stud.